Hello all, welcome to the application demo. So in here we are going to see about the aiLoAnX application. So by default users, application users will landed in here where they can see the basic overview of the loans and features of benefits of using our application to take a new loan. And they can check the eligibility in here. What are the considerations that we are taken up when we are checking the pre-approved loan eligibilities. They can check the different type of interest rates that we are proposing. They can check the calculate in the calculator section. They can check the uh, EMI amount for the mentioned period of amount, time, and interest rates. And they can move on to how to apply when they where they can see the various types to apply the new loan. And they can see the pre-answered questions for frequently asked questions in here. And if they're not able to find their answers, they can reach out to support team as well. And when they are reaching to support team, there are a lot of options available in here as well. So once they have gone through all the basic information about our loans, they can proceed further with applying a new loan here, where it will ask for the loan information. So let me select one of the loan type, and if I proceed further with the information, in here I'm just mentioning the basic information about the loan. And if I mention the user as existing user, it will ask me to proceed further with the login page. And unlike this page, because this page is predominantly configured to ask for the new loan information. If the user is already existing user, they can log in where their information is pre-populated in the sections correspondingly. So in here, as I mentioned, as a new loan, I will ask for all the information about myself, for name, mobile number, all the things. If I log in from the landing page for the existing user, there will be the pre-populated information will be available. So in here, I mentioned as first time loan as no, so it will ask for reference number and existing EMI values that will help us to validate the pre-approved loans. And if I want to add a co-applicant also, they can do. That will help us to send a notification mails, and landing page login credentials will be created for the co-applicant as well when you are creating a new loan. So for now, I will mention it as no and proceeding further. So in here, I am updating my information. So I can click on the eye icon, and the mask will be gone, and I can see the number that I entered as well. So when I click on get CIBIL score, it will on real time it will check the CIBIL score available for the PAN card number that I have entered here. And I can check the pre-approved validation as well, like whether I'm eligible for the coastal loan or not. So if I move on to next step, I can see the PAN card authentication method has been selected as PAN card, and the information is already pre-populated. I can just reset it, and I can use voter ID as well or Aadhaar card to validate the authentication method along with the number validation. Like I can enter PAN card number or something. Along that, we can upload the file as well to validate whether the valid information has been provided or not. So as I mentioned, the PAN card in here, and if I upload some incorrect document in here, its upload has been success, and when I click on verify, it will say that PAN card is not document is not found. So I just have to reset it. And if I try to upload some unclear document, I already have some unclear document for demo purpose. So if I upload passport photo, that is not clear. So the in here the upload has been success, and when I try to verify it, it will say that the document is not clear to found. And so let me upload a valid document here in order to proceed further. So I have to upload it and verify it again, so I can see that authentication has been completed. As I am applying a new loan, it is a primary I'm a primary applicant. I'm just obtaining my remaining information that is not populated based on the PAN card number that is entered so far. And in here also we have a predefined validation to check whether the user is already available in the system or not. So if I enter the mobile address is available in the system, that will be a validation message that is throwing and stopping us to proceed further in here. I'll just update my mail address to something else and proceeding further here. I can mention, I can add a this government address pre-populated, and I can add the permanent address as well. And or else I can just mention that both are same. So I have to upload a document for that. I'm updating that both are the same, and I won't be able to see the add option again. So I can move on to next step where I'll be asked to fill the employment history. So I'll fill that information here. And then based on country, we can just type in the country names and it will allow us to select it. Based on country we can select the state. Based on state that we are selecting, it will allow us to select the city as well. So I have to upload PDF file documents as a proof for each and every section, and all the fields that is available in this section are mandatory field. If I forgot to update one field and try to proceed further with the next step. So in the left side, you can see that warning message will be available instead of a green tick that mentioned as completed. So you just have to select the value, and if I try to proceed further again, it will be changed to green. It will go for same for all the information. I can add multiple income type, multiple properties as well in each and every sections. I can remove the information if I entered some wrong information as well. And each and every section have its own validation to check whether correct information has been provided or not. For example, if I enter some currency value that is available as the currency, for example, in here this mentioned as in currency, so it will all converted into currency symbol, and purchase date should be and each and every sections like dates should not be in future date like that. Each and every section have its own validations. So last one is mortgage, like what kind of mortgage type that you are planning to take, what is the amount. Along with the current one, we can add existing mortgages as well if we have any. Existing request number, I'm just updating some value. And finally, mortgage document type. So once I fill all this section information, I can move on to document section where I can review the existing documents that is uploaded so far. So I can change the document types. I can remove the documents, or if I want forgot to add some specific document, I can add it as well. So once I hit on upload documents, that will be the message that will say that document upload has been success, and I can proceed further with the next steps as well. So in the final level questions, I can just answer the responses for corresponding final confirmation questions. So I can fill the values. I can just say if it is no, there won't be need to provide any explanation. At the end, we just a date will be pre-populated, whereas I have to sign it digitally, and I can save it or submit it. So when I click on save, it will create a user profile only for me. Or if I submit it, it will create a profile for me as well as co-applicant if it is applicable. And I can see the loan request number has been created with my information, whatever that we have entered so far in the system. So once loan has been submitted, we will get a notification that the user profile has been created for us, and we can proceed further with the user profile to the landing page there. So let me show the landing page how it will work. So this landing page is common for applicant, co-applicant. So once as applicant or as a co-applicant, if I try to log in, it'll this yeah. So this will be the landing page. So I just have to enter my username and password that I received in the automatic mail. So once I enter as applicant or as co-applicant, if I try to log in, it will ask for secondary verification where it will ask for the OTP, mobile number, and validation. So I just have to enter the mobile number, and the OTP will be sent to my system. I will just enter the OTP number that I received. Now I will be landed in the dashboard here. So in this dashboard, we are able to see all the submitted loans, like it can be compared so earlier. So all the status reports will be available here. So if you can see draft, rework, all the information are available. If I click on save, it will be in draft mode, and if it is submitted, it will be submitted mode, and then it will go for underwriter approval. Once it underwriter is also approved, it will go for manager approval, and in underwriter or manager they can reject it or reassign this to someone else as well. So those information also will be available here. So if I want to see the existing loan, I'm just clicking it and opening it a new tab. I can see the information available. So this is just submitted. So it doesn't have any approved loan amount so far. So and the basic information that I have entered will be available here. If I want to eligibility questions, I can see the question responses that I have entered in the loan application and documents. In documents, we are actually able to see all the informations here. Like if I click on it and I can see the document that is available in the bottom preview. I can move on to next final questions as well. I can see the final response that I have provided. And the document section, actually, if I come back, I can see that this document time is changed because it is recently viewed by me. If I click on zip all file, I was able to download all the files as a zip with the file. So in here, and if I refresh the screen, it'll all the time will be updated with the latest update time and latest review way. As the all the informations are confidential, these documents are confidential. We are tracking whoever is viewing and when the document was viewed. And we can do multiple filters as well on the documents that is available. If the count is more than 10, we can use the navigation as well to navigate through the document section. So like this, we can view the submitted loans. Along with that, in the right side, we can see view and resume options where if it is in draft mode, we can delete that, or if it is submitted, we won't be able to delete the request. And if the request is in draft mode and we didn't take any action for 30 days, it will be deleted. System will automatically delete the request. And in resume, as it is saved, we can resume it. Or if it is mentioned as a rework, that means like underwriter rejected it back to applicant, where they can resume it and refill it and submit it again. It will go for again go to the underwriter approval and manager approval flow again. So for the remaining, it will be just available to view because it is submitted and waiting for someone else to take action on that one. And I can see me myself as the applicant as well as co-applicant here. So if you can see, this is created by me and I am available as applicant. Whereas for remaining request that is created by Lokesh, I can see myself as a co-applicant here. So in here, I can see the pending action where I can see the loan request that is waiting for me to take action. So in the number of loans that is available here is six. Where in here it is only two, whereas only two requests that is waiting for me. One is in draft mode, another one is in rework that is rejected by a underwriter and waiting for me. So only these two requests I need to take action. All the remaining are just requests that is available for someone else to take action. As we have created the landing page and the user don't have to go back to the portal page, they can see the overview and eligibility information that we saw in the portal available. Same thing available in here as well. If they want to check for the same information, if they have any FAQ, they can check it here itself. They don't have to go back to the portal again. Once considering applicant has submitted it and there is no further action required from applicant end, underwriter will take an for next action. So if I log in as underwriter, there won't be any OTP validation required because underwriter and managers are actually a part of organization. They will just have to review it, approve it, those things will do it. So in here, they will be landed in the pending loan page where they can see all the submitted loans that is waiting for them. They can select one or multiple and accept those loans. Once they accept it, it will be available in the assigned loans where they can take action on the corresponding loans. So when I click on try to take action, I'll be able to see the information about the application, and in here I can see the documents are available for me to read. Again, the same view function and zip file functions are available. In the bottom, I can take different type of actions. For example, approve, reject, rework, and reassign. So if I click on approve, it will be underwriter approved, and it will move on to manager or approval. If I reject it, it will be completely cancelled. If I click on rework, I can give us a justification, and it will go back to applicant for rework it. and reassign will be available to reassign this task to someone else who is also available to take action on the review part as underwriter. So let me move on to previous page again. So where I can see this along with the pending loans and assigned loans, I can see the loan from different statuses here. So along with that, I can see who raised it, like applicant's role also here. So who I can see who what kind of applicants we have in our system. In here loan dashboard we can see the number of loans that is available with the different type of loan types here. So this is child education related loans, and if you click on here I can see business expansion related loans here. In the reports tab we can see the status based, we can export the information based on status. So if you can click on this one, it will export export the information that is related to approved alone. And here I can see I can export the whole report, which will allow me to export all the information of from the loans information. So in here in the bottom I can see that is loans that is waiting for more than 5 days. So if I can come here, I can see this loan is waiting for me for more than 7 days, that is to take action to approve it. And in here I can see the different dates, how many loans has been created by the users. So like that, users can underwriter can take actions in the assigned loans, and once the loan action has been taken, it will be rejected or approved or revoked, and it will move on to next stage. And if a user is accepting it, it will move on to manager. So let me log in as manager. Okay, so as manager, I can see all the submitted loans here. I can accept it, and I can proceed further again. So same thing will happen, like when I click on this, it will open up the and show me the whole loan level information. And if I move on to task, I can take action on the corresponding loans. Like it will have the same actions as the underwriter. Like I can approve it, reject it, reassign it, or revoke it. And I can move on to loans, where I can see different type of status based and job based roles in here. And loan dashboard and reports are common for underwriter and managers. So I can see the different type of filter and the different type of reports I can fetch. Admin page is different, and only applicable for managers who can configure the users here. So I can if there is applicant available, if I want to deactivate or if I want to activate the users, I can do it. And if a manager or underwriter join newly to our organization, I can create a profile for them as well. So in here I can deactivate and reactivate the users, and then I can configure the score model and scoring model and score configurations as well. So in which it will allow us to validate the score of the corresponding loan that is submitted. So we can add more configurations, or we can change the existing configurations as well. So these are all the things that managers can do. And once the manager has taken action on the task and approve the request, it will be considered that loan has been approved and available for the further steps.